was dreaming of Lillian Russell and I wake up to find you.
It's your medicine, Mr. Whiteside.
What time is it?
About 6:30.
Where's Maggie?
She went out.
Out?
With Mr. Jefferson.
All right, bring the lights up, Mr. Whiteside.
Yes, thank you, John.
Sarah's got a little surprise for you, Mr. Whiteside.
Does she? Oh, my souffle queen.
Here you, Mr. Whiteside.
Look at her. She walks in beauty like the night. And in those deft hands, the art of Michelangelo. Let me taste. Poetry. Sheer poetry.
I put a touch of absinthe in the dough. Do you like it?
Ambrosia.
And I've got your terrapin Maryland for dinner.
You know, Sarah, I have known but 3 great cooks in my lifetime. The Khedive of Egypt had one, my great aunt Jennifer II, and the 3rd, Sarah, is you.
Oh, Mr. Whiteside.
How would you and John like to come and work for me in New York?
Why, Mr. Whiteside?
Sarah.
Why, it kind of takes my breath away.
It's an honor, Mr. Whiteside, but what will we say to Mr. and Mrs. Stanley?
Goodbye.
But wouldn't they be awfully mad? They've been very kind to us.
Well, fine. If they're ever in New York and I'm not home, we can have them over for dinner. Now, run along and think it over. This will be our little secret. And make sure you put some sherry in that terrapin. Miss Preen! Miss Preen!
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
What have you got in there? A sailor?
Mr. Whiteside, I was only washing my hands.
What time did you say Maggie went out?
A few hours ago.
Mr. Jefferson called for her.
Yes.
All right, go back to your sex life.
Mr. Whiteside. May I show you a few mementos of the past?
Why, I'd be delighted. Have we met before?
Oh no, it would have been one of my cherished memories. Like these. Here I am with my first sweetheart under our lovely beech with trees. I was 8 and he was 10. What wonderful times we had. Why...
But I tell you I'm going to!
Someone's coming. I'll be back.
Mr. Whiteside, I want to talk to you. I don't care whether you're busy or not. I've stood all that I'm going to stand.
Indeed.
This is the last straw. I just received a telephone bill from the company for $784. Hollywood, Calcutta, Rome, Oklahoma City, New York, New York, New York, New York, New York. Now, Mr. Whiteside, I understand that you're a distinguished man of letters.
Yes, of course we both do.
Please. But in the past week, we've not been able to call ourselves our own. We haven't had a meal in the dining room once. I have to tiptoe out of the house in the mornings.
Now, Ernest.
Oh, I come home to find convicts sitting at my dinner table. Butcher shop murderers, Mr. Whiteside. A man putting cockroaches in the kitchen.
They just escaped, Ernest.
That's not the point. I go to the bathroom and bump into 22 Chinese students that you invited here, Mr. Whiteside. I tell you I won't stand for it no matter who you are.
Is that all?
No! I go into the basement this morning and I trip over an octopus that William Beebe sent you. I tell you, I want you to leave this house as soon as you can, Mr. Whiteside, and check into a hotel. Stop calling me, Daisy. That is all I have to say, Mr. Whiteside.
And quite enough, I should add. May I remind you that I am not a willing guest of this household. I am informed by my doctor that I must stay here for another 10 days, at which time I shall leave so quickly that the wind will knock you over, I hope. But if you wish me to leave sooner, therefore causing me to suffer a relapse, I shall sue you for every day I am held inactive, which I assure you will amount to a tidy sum.
This is outrageous! Outrageous!
As for your petty complaints, those 22 Chinese students came straight from the White House, where I assure you they used the bathroom too.
Mr. Whiteside, no, my husband didn't.
Yes, I did. I meant every word of it.
There's only one complaint that I see some slight justice to. I do not expect for you to pay for my telephone calls. Can you please instruct me with the full amount?
I certainly can, and I certainly will.
Good, I shall tell my lawyers to deduct it from the $150,000 I'm suing you for. Now ask you not to trip over that octopus that once belonged to Chauncey Depew.
Now, Ernest, remember he's a guest here.
Hello, operator. Yes, I'm trying to reach the Azalea Journal. No, I don't have the number. Hello, Journal. Yes, can you tell me, is a Mr. Jefferson in? He's not, no. What time do you expect him back? No, no message, thank you. Oh, come over here, you two. Come on, come on. Now look here, I am by nature a very gracious person. If I veer at it, it can be on the side of kindness and amiability. I've been observing you two for the past week, and you seem to be extremely likable people. But I'm afraid whenever we first met, I was definitely unpleasant. Now you stop treating me like I'm something from Edgar Allan Poe. What do you think of my new tie?
Thank you, Mr. Whiteside. This makes things much more pleasant, and I think your tie's very pretty.
Oh, Mr. Whiteside, now that we're on speaking terms, I've been admiring all your ties.
You like this one?
I certainly do.
It's yours.
Huh, gee, thank you.
Ice skating, eh? I used to cut figure eights in this ice with Betsy Ross waving the flag behind us.
The ice was wonderful today, Mr. Whiteside. Miss Cutler and Mr. Jefferson were there as well.
Maggie, ice skating?
Yes, and I've got a marvelous picture of her, too.
Was she still there when you left?
I think so.
Yes, she was.
Mr. Whiteside, mind if I take a picture of you? I'd love to have one.
Why, certainly. I assume you want my profile.
I am afraid you're done for. My brother's a camera fiend.
Thank you, Mr. Whiteside. I've got a great one.
Bye.